I deleted my entire custom makeup library for this video. Today, we're going to be creating the ultimate custom makeup library in Dress to Impress. You guys are always asking me for makeup tutorials, and I've done a couple of guides in the past, but this video is going to be different. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create the ultimate library of custom makeup faces that you can use for every single theme. We're going to be doing really pretty human makeup faces like this one, and even ethereal makeup faces. I'm also going to give you guys a bunch of really beautiful skin tones and custom makeup combos that you can use for every single face. By the end of this video, you're going to have a bunch of faces that you can use for every single theme to conquer the Dress to Impress runway. So if you guys are excited to create the ultimate custom makeup collection, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel, and let's get right into it. Before we get started on making the makeup though, you do need to know that all the makeup chairs aren't actually made equal. For example, if we sit in this one, you can see that the lighting is a little bit different when you get off of the makeup chair. So the best ones for the lighting are probably this one right here, or I also really like this one all the way in the corner. This one is probably my favorite one. I feel like it's just the most accurate one, so this is the one that we're going to be using today. Or also this one. This one is really gorgeous. I went ahead and deleted a majority of my custom makeup. This is everything that is left behind. I know it still looks like a lot, but trust me, I deleted like 75% of my makeup faces. Everything that's left here is just kind of giving essentials, really beautiful makeup faces that you can use for a bunch of different themes. You can see I have a variety of makeup faces. I have ethereal makeup faces. I have human makeup faces, like so many different gorgeous makeup faces. Clearly, makeup is one of my favorite things in this game. I feel like it's just the most iconic part of the outfit a lot of the times. Custom makeup can really make or break your outfits, y'all. I am going to give you guys tutorials on some of my absolute favorite makeup faces, so let me show you guys a couple, and then we're going to make some makeup faces together. This is one of my absolute favorite makeup faces. I think it looks so pretty. This is the skin tone. You're going to start off with the eyes number 105 in this color right here, and then you're going to do number 91 in the eyebrows. You're going to do number 109 in the lips, and contour number 24. For the details, we're using 230 for the nose, and then number 32 for the blush. Lastly, I added number 79, and that's your first makeup face all complete. This is another really gorgeous one that I've been getting a lot of requests for. You're going to start off with this skin tone. We're starting off with eyes number 135, eyebrows number 119, lips number 109, contour number 34, and then in the details, we're starting off in number 213, and then 222 for the nose, number 176, and then number 125 for the eyeshadow, number 32 for the blush, and lastly number 175. And that is this beautiful makeup face all complete. This is another one of my absolute favorite makeup faces to use, especially for dark-skinned models. Here is the skin tone that I used, and then we're starting off with 130 for the eyes, 77 for the eyebrows, lips number 119, contour number 26, and then in the details we're using 213, 230, eyeshadow 125, eyeshadow 150, and eyeshadow 151. And you're all done with this makeup face. This is another gorgeous face that I've been obsessed with recently. It's so baddie. Here is the skin tone hex code, number 150 for the eyes. And for these eyes, make sure the shading opacity is at 48%. Eyebrows number 159, lips number 186. And you can change the color of these to match your outfit if you want. You can move it slightly upwards to make them more pink, or you can move it to this side to make it more neutral and brown toned, which I also think looks really pretty. Highlighter number 6. And then for the skin details, there's only a few. We used number 376 and number 184 for the nose. This is another one of my most commonly used makeup faces. This is supposed to be like Lara Raj inspired. Here is the skin tone. For the eyes, I used 121. For the eyebrows, I used number 98. For the lips, number 134, number 38 in the contour, and then for the details, number 166 and number 166. Plus number 231 for the nose ring, and then I used number 227 for the nose. You guys are always begging me for this makeup face as well, so let me show you guys. It's so cute. Starting off with this as the skin tone, number 105 for the eyes, which is one of my absolute favorites, number 152 for the eyebrows, number 154 for the lips, number 6 for the contour. For the details, number 368 for the nose. This one is very blushy, using 177 and also 287. For eyeshadow, we're doing 211, then 220, and lastly, number 150. And you're all done with this beautiful makeup face. Another really gorgeous one is this makeup face right here. It's giving diva. It's so pretty. I'm obsessed with her. This is the skin tone for this one. I used number 162 for the eyes. 147 for the eyebrows. For the lips, I used 158. But you can also use 154. I think they look really, really pretty for this face. Or also 186 or 187. Gonna use number 6 for the contour. And then for the details, 165 is the nose, 294 for the eyeshadow, and then number 297 and 274. For the blush, use 177, and then add some freckles with 79. And you're all done. So now let's make some makeup faces together. I'm gonna start off with this as my skin tone. And I'm leaving the lashes on because I love to see the makeup faces with the lashes on. I'm gonna move them out of the way a little bit for now though. So let's start off with the eyes. I wanna create a really good basic, like generic makeup face that I can use for everything. I really love using these eyes. I think I'm gonna go with 109. And then for the eye color, I'm gonna go with a brown. I'm gonna go with this hex code. I'm gonna use these eyebrows with this hex code, and these lips are just so pretty, and I think I'm gonna use them in this hex code. Now for contour, I'm using number 6, and we obviously don't want it to be that light, so I'm gonna do something more in this area. This is the hex code that I'm gonna go with. I really love this nose. I'm gonna go with 184 in this hex code. And then I'm also going to use number 213 in this hex code. I want to add some eyeshadow details to this. This is my favorite one right here, 376. I just love how it adds a little bit of eye highlight, and I'm going to use it in this hex code. Let me also add some blush. We're going to use number 375, and it's going to be in this hex code. I'm going to use number 150 in the eyeshadow in this hex code, and I just dragged it down to number 3. You can use it as number 5 as well, but I just feel like it helps to show off the light part of number 4 a little better, so that's why I like it here. And lastly, I'm going to add a bunch of freckles with number 25. And here's another gorgeous makeup face, all complete. We're going to save that. I want to make another makeup face for a really rich skin tone, so I'm going to go with this skin tone right here. So we're starting off with the eyes. I'm going to use number 137, and we're going to turn the shading opacity down to 0. I kind of feel the green eyes right now, so I'm going to use this hex code. And then for the eyebrows, I'm going to do number 173. It's just going to be in a soft, like brownie tone. I'm going to skip to the contour next, so we're going to use 006. And of course, this is looking crazy, so we have to turn it down. I think something around there looks really good. This is the skin tone I'm going with. For the lips, I'm going with 88. And this is going to be the hex code. For the nose, I'm using 171, and this is the color that I'm going with. I'm going to add a touch more contour with number 213 in this hex code. And then let's go in and add some details. I'm using 376 again, and we're going to do it in this hex code. I'm also going to add number 294 in this hex code. I'm also really feeling like adding some blush. Let's do 387 and drag it down just on top of the nose. And we're gonna do it in this color. And then I'm gonna add number 281 in this lighter color. You can do it darker as well if you want a darker under eye, but I'm really obsessed with a lighter under eye right now. I think it looks gorgeous, so I'm gonna go with this hex code. And you have another really gorgeous makeup face. For the lips also, if you guys wanted to change it up, you can also do number 82, which is another one of my absolute favorite lips to use. Now it's time for the ethereal makeup faces that you guys have been waiting for. I've already done makeup tutorials on a bunch of them. I've done a tutorial on this one as well, and this one is not my original makeup face. But I'm going to show you guys a couple of the other ones that I really like that you guys always pretty much ask me for. This one is probably one of my most popular makeup faces. For this one, I don't use any eyes or eyebrows or lips. We're moving in straight with the contour. I'm using number 8 in this color. And then moving on to the details, we're using number 36, eyeshadow number 136, eyeshadow number 108, 234, 131, and lastly 133. This is another really pretty one that I love to use for horror themes. We're going to use eyes number 143. I think these are code eyes though, but you don't need to use them. You can replace them with number 161, or even number 167 is a really good replacement for this. I'm using eyebrows number 73 and no lips. We're doing contour number 20, and then moving on to the details. Start off with number 36, then equip number 213. I'm using eyeshadow number 221 here. This is unfortunately a code eyeshadow though, but you can actually replace it with other things. You can replace it with number 396, 389, or even 365. Next up, eyeshadow 138, and this 161 detail. Lastly, for eyeshadow, we're gonna do 133. And the skin tone for this one is obviously just black. This one is also another one of my most popular ethereal makeup faces, and I'm finally doing a tutorial for it. For this one, no eyes, no eyebrows, and no lips. We're moving straight into the contour and we're using number 20, then equip number 213, eyeshadow detail 108, skin detail 36, eyeshadow number 221, but you can replace it with some of the other replacements I showed you in the last makeup face. Also equip detail 212 and equip blush 218. I'm also going to show you guys this makeup face, which is perfect for any of your zombie themes. For this one, I used eyes 112, no eyebrows. For the lips, do number 86 and number 20 for the contour. Facial details, we're starting off with 36, then 213, then 138, and then 161, eyeshadow 133, and lastly 155 for the nose. Now let's make a couple of ethereal faces together because I want to show you guys how easy it is to do it. All you have to do is start off by picking a concept. So I'm thinking I want to make a face for like a mermaid theme. So I'm going to start off with a darker skin tone. I'm thinking something almost like slimy green. I think this is going to be a really great skin tone. I like to start off ethereal faces with the actual colors. So I'm going to go with 120 for my contour first. And I'm going to use this color. After I do the basic contour, that's when I go in with the eyes. For this one, I really want to use some sort of creepy eyes. I really love these ones recently. I'm going to turn the shading opacity down to 0. And then for the actual eye color, I'm going to have it be white. And then we'll make the eye whites a little bit of a darker color. And I think that looks really creepy and super cool. For the lashes, I am just going to make them black. I'm not going to do any eyebrows for this look. I'm just going to go straight in with a nose. You guys know I love a soft nose, so I'm going to go with this one right here and just make it a little bit darker. And then we're going to move into some of the details. I'm going to use number 389, and I want to add some color contrast. So what I'm going to do is just make it a really pretty blue color. Now we want to move on to the eyeshadow. I'm going to use 373. We're going to make this a nice dark green blue color, something like this one. And then I want to add some really pretty mermaid scales, so I'm going to use 308, and I'm going to do something like this for the color. I also think this detail is going to look really good, and I'm going to drag it down underneath number 4, so it's going to be the new number 3, and I'm going to set this to a brighter blue color. Last detail I'm going to add is number 365, and then we're going to add some lippies. For the lips, I think number 188 is going to be a really pretty one, and I'm going to set it to something like this. And there is a really pretty mermaid makeup face. Super easy, right? Let's do a prettier one now. I want to make a cherry blossom inspired makeup face. So we're going to go with a lighter pinky skin tone for this one, maybe something like this. And then once again, I'm going to start off with the actual contour, and I'm going to use the same one, number 20. This is just my favorite for these makeup faces. And I'm going to set it to a lighter pinky color. It's going to be something around here in the lilacs. For this one, I don't actually want to use any eyes. So I'm going to show you guys how to make fake eyes, basically. It's super easy. We're going to start off with number 380, and I'm just going to make it a darker pink color. Next, we're going to use number 297, and I'm going to make this a nice dark brown color, and you can see it already looks like closed eyes, basically. You can also use this detail right here, 298. It's a very easy like closed eye moment, but I want to create my own. Now let's start adding a few details to this look. I'm going to start off with this detail number 1 in a green color. We're going to keep the green nice and soft. And then I'm going to add this detail number 283, also going to be in a soft green. I really want to give her some petals or flowers or something, so maybe let's go with this one. Actually, I'm going to replace that with number 160 and just make it slightly pink. Lastly, we're going to add 161 in this really soft green color. And then we're going to add a pair of lips. And I'm going to go with the lips number 88. These are really gorgeous and very simplistic, which I like for this look. And I almost forgot to add a nose. Oh my goodness. So let me just take off this detail. And we're just gonna give her number 87 for her nose. And you have a really pretty cherry blossom makeup face all complete. Of course, if you really want to level this up and take it there, we're gonna head over to the dressing rooms, and I'm gonna go ahead and equip some lashes. Now you can wear the lashes up here like this if you want, but usually what I like to do with looks like this is actually make them look like they're, you know, closed eyes. So I'm gonna rotate the lashes just a little bit and use a thicker pair like number 8. And you're just gonna move them down like so. That way it just gives a really cool like closed eye effect. I think this is really pretty. And there you go, a really pretty cherry blossom inspired makeup face. Anyways, you guys, I really hope that this video helped you out. Hopefully you guys have a really good library now of some really beautiful base makeup faces that you guys can use for pretty much any theme. And hopefully my tips helped you out in creating your dream makeup faces. If you guys have any specific makeup faces you guys want to see from me, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys want a tour of my saved hair combos, also let me know. I would love to do one. If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. That way you never miss a single video from me. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Bye, models.